Hello everyone and welcome to another casual review. Today I'm talking about Geminos, Animal Popstars. I don't really know where to begin with this game, so I'll just start with the plot. It starts with two young girls by the names of Ninny and Smudge. I don't know whose parents would name their children Smudge. I feel bad for that little girl, but these two sisters both have a dream while they're asleep about gathering up all the Geminos in order to form a really popular band in the sky, and now they want to make it a reality. Now, what are Geminos, you may ask? Well, it's exactly what it sounds like. They are animals with gems for noses, and they reside on planet Geminos. However, on planet Geminos, they reference real-life countries, so I'm not sure if this is maybe like all in the little girl's imaginations, or I'm not really sure the logistics of this game, so I wouldn't ask about it too much. The two girls are both voice acted, but the it's just like still images for them, so there's no like cinematics or anything like that. I do actually like the accent of these two girls, though. It's just like this very English accent that I think is pretty cute. The gameplay, it's like a rhythm game with motion controls. I guess you could kind of call it like an entry-level Just Dance. I haven't played too much of that, but it seems a little similar to that. Now, keep in mind, this is strictly motion controls, so if you're trying to play this game on like a Nintendo Switch Lite, that is impossible. You have to take the Joy-Cons out of the Switch, which is one of my first gripes, is I don't like the motion controls. I don't like doing them, and I actually find that the motion controls in this game can be pretty unreliable at times. And this is mostly done during the mini games. It's the most obvious during the mini games. But we'll get into that in just a second. As far as like the main rhythm game, it works okay for the most part. So to match the beat of the song, each Joy-Con has to match the note. Either you lift your Joy-Con upwards, level, or downwards, and there's just this little indicator on which note you want to hit. So what position you want each Joy-Con to be. So I'm just very lazily lifting my Joy-Cons up and down and level on my lap. I guess you could like kind of make it into a dance if you're a young child and want to get moving and grooving, but as for me, I would have much rather preferred like just doing the two analog sticks, the left and the right, in order to match the rhythm of the song. That's just my laziness talking, I suppose, though, although it would be a little more reliable to play a rhythm game like that. Perhaps I'm taking the gameplay a little too seriously. So you dance into the music, and the music is all about like traveling the world. You're basically going on this world tour, gathering up all of these different Geminos animals in order to join your band. So there's like a nice variety of music here from different parts of the country. Like you'll get to some Brazilian salsa or maybe some Britain boy band kind of music, but I think it is all original music. It's nothing I've ever heard before. It actually has like lyrics though, and it's just short little 1 to 2 minute songs. I kind of feel like they just pick a chorus and repeat that chorus over and over again. So obviously like nothing I would ever listen to on my own, but it's, at least it's something to play along to. After each song, you will be rewarded a currency and you will be rewarded fans. And every time you hit this threshold, you will level up. Fans kind of act as your experience, so you'll get a new title for your band. So you'll go from like street artist all the way to pop star, and so anywhere in between. And anytime you do level up, anytime you get enough fans, then you get to do this little fusion between two of the Geminos in order to create a whole new Geminos. And this doesn't really affect anything too much, and I actually found this to be quite annoying as well. So I guess you could kind of call this like, I don't know, it would be like breeding in like a Pokemon game. You breed these two Geminos together in order to create a fusion. So if you get like a zebra and I don't know, like a cheetah, then you'll get this zebra with cheetah stripes and a whole new fusion name. But it's really annoying because you have to watch this whole dance off between these two animals first before you get the fusion. So I actually kind of cringed every time I leveled up because I had to sit through this same animation over and over again. And I think the max level that you can get, at least this is what I got to at the end of the game, was level 30. So you got to watch these animations of these dances, this quick little dance off between these two Geminos over and over again. So what do you spend this currency on, you may ask? This can be something a little more fun for the kids or a little frustrating depending on how you look at it, but you spend this currency to accessorize your Geminos in your band. So you give them hats and sunglasses, maybe different instruments even, and you also have a penthouse that you keep all the Geminos, so you can customize like how their rooms look. Kind of fun. Like I could see a lot of kids having fun customizing their Geminos and their rooms. However, certain parts of the story while you are trying to progress demand that you buy certain things for your Geminos. So it'll be like, hey, your Geminos wants these 3 different things in their room, and you have to have the money in order to buy those things for your Geminos, or you're gonna have to go back to previous songs and mini games in order to grind that currency. So I would recommend not customizing your own character, just going through the things that they want you to buy for your Geminos, rather than just having fun with it. It's pretty frustrating that they have those stop gaps like that. However, this becomes less and less of a problem as you progress through the game, because they will award you more and more currency in the later levels, and the price of these accessories and furniture remains the same. So eventually money doesn't become an issue, but at the beginning of the game, you definitely have to go back and grind some of this currency. I keep mentioning these mini games. There's a lot of cooking mini games for some reason, where you learn how to cook different cuisines like around the world. You might make a pizza, or you might make a salad, and it's just little mini games like that that utilize the motion controls and the Joy-Cons themselves. And this is where it's obvious that the motion controls aren't as responsive as you would like. Like when you are stirring around the frying pan, it might not respond that you are doing that, or rolling the rolling pin on the dough. It just doesn't work all the time. However, one cool thing about this is whatever color of Joy-Cons you are using on your Switch do appear in game. So that's a fun little feature. I know that other games have utilized this as well, but this is not a game that I would expect to have that kind of touch. There's mini games where you use the pointer controls in order to touch the musical notes, or a little like I Spy mini game, and the pointer controls work okay. However, there's no way to recalibrate your pointer. In most other games, if you press a button, then your cursor for your pointer will recalibrate back into the center of the screen. In this game, it does not do that, so just a little minor inconvenience, because these mini games only last like a couple minutes anyway, so it's really like not that big of a deal, just a minor inconvenience. Like, I understand that this is a kids game, and so I'm definitely not the target audience here, but just because you're making a kids game doesn't mean that you can't have good game design. But the biggest egregious game decision here is when you are first playing a brand new song or mini game, you have to play it on easy. There's no way to up the difficulty at the beginning. After you beat the game on easy, then you can play it on medium, and then you can play it on hard, but there's no way to just start on hard. I feel like playing this game on hard difficulty would have kept me more engaged throughout, because playing on easy is just so slow and boring, and I feel like even kids will think this way. You know, it's a pretty short game. I think I only played a couple hours of it today, like maybe 3 to 4 hours. Yes, I spent 3 to 4 hours of my day off playing this game, but I did end up beating it and rolling the credits. And the girls finally had their dream fulfilled, because the Geminos all had the awesome concert in the sky. I know that's spoilers, I apologize. But like, I don't know if kids would like this or not. Maybe, like, I don't really know what kids like. I'm not around them a lot. So maybe if you have like a musically inclined child who is interested in what you're doing when you play like Just Dance, or maybe even a rhythm game like Guitar Hero or Rock Band, if they're having more difficulty playing some of those games, then maybe you can direct them towards this game, Geminos. It has like a fun presentation for a younger audience with the cute animals and the accessorizing them and everything, and the more simplistic controls. They might get a kick out of it, but I don't know. I think they might get bored of it and rather play something like Just Dance or Rock Band. For me personally, I always give the review for how much I enjoyed the game, and I think I will give it actually a 2 out of 5. It had like kind of a fun presentation. I feel like I would even bump it up one more level if I was able to play all of the games on hard difficulty right off the bat. But even 2 out of 5 I feel like might be a little generous, but I've already said it, so we're gonna stick with that score. That's it for me. Let me know if you have any questions or comments about Geminose Animal Popstars, and I'd love to hear what you have to say. Otherwise, I'll talk to you later. Bye!